What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NYPrepper. It is Saturday, October 12th, 2024, and I have an emergency alert to share with you guys. Right now it is 23:22 Eastern Time here in the United States, and we have some major breaking news coming in from the Middle East and Eastern Europe. So for some reason earlier today, air defense systems were activated near one of Iran's nuclear enrichment facilities in Isfahan. That's one of Iran's top nuclear facilities. We don't know why they were activated. Maybe Iran was just testing them. And this is actually the same facility that Israel flew F-35s towards a few months ago, back in April, and destroyed some S-400 sites over there. So maybe Iran is just preparing for this big Israeli attack, which I'm going to update you guys on in just a couple minutes here. But we have some major breaking news coming in from Ukraine. So the advisor to Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, is saying that Ukrainians in the coming days will see the plan to force Russia into peace. So very, very concerning, guys. I don't know if he's referring to the deep strikes. Remember that the U.S. and Western countries have already approved the deep strikes on Russia with Western weapons. So that could happen any day now. This could all kick off simultaneously, okay? Ukraine could strike deep inside of Russia with Western weapons at the same time as Israel launches a full-scale decapitation strike on the Iranian government and goes after the nuclear sites. So get prepared, guys. We have these two regions of the world about to really spiral out of control. And the Israeli Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, is going to hold a security cabinet meeting on Sunday in the underground bunker in Tel Aviv, an Israeli official told CNN. So Netanyahu going to his bunker in Tel Aviv to hold a security cabinet meeting. So it's very possible that tomorrow the strike is going to go down while Netanyahu is in this bunker. And Israeli Channel 12 is reporting that Israel has finalized its decision regarding the scale and targets for its retaliation strike on Iran. And we're also hearing that the Israeli response may include cyber attacks on important Iranian facilities, according to Sky News Arabia. And the Biden administration accepts that Israel will soon launch a major attack on Iran. The current plans are still a bit more aggressive than the White House would like, a senior Israeli official told Axios. So I wonder what those aggressive plans are. And according to unnamed U.S. officials, the Israeli response will target Iranian military. And apparently the U.S. is going to be transferring their T.H.A.A.D air defense battery to Israel, which is Terminal High Altitude Area Defense. That's the same system in South Korea to protect South Korea and Guam from ballistic missiles from North Korea and China. So this is a special air defense system for shooting down missiles in space, okay? So they're going to move this thing into Israel, and apparently it's going to be operated by American soldiers. So they're obviously going to want to have that in position before Israel conducts their strike, because they are expecting Iran to respond back with more missiles, okay? So the T.H.A.A.D system is very similar to the Patriot system. It just has a longer range, so it can shoot down missiles that are flying higher in space, okay, ballistic missiles. And the U.S. F-15, F-16, and F-22s that were supposed to be deployed to the Middle East have already arrived at their designated bases, okay? So everything is getting put into position. And Israel has updated its home front command guidelines for the next 2 days, which is very interesting. You can see here, starting today through the 14th, they have updates here in certain areas of northern Israel, banning large gatherings of people and and making sure that employees have bunkers near their workspace. Also, educational activities are prohibited. Okay, so this is pretty suspicious. Netanyahu going to his bunker tomorrow, and then also these home front command guidelines being issued. So it looks like they're preparing for some kind of retaliation tomorrow or Monday. So it looks like it could happen either Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. That's what I'm thinking. Now that Yom Kippur is over, okay, they're not going to strike in the middle of one of their most important holidays. And the IDF has now declared a new closed military area in the Galilee region. And according to Syrian sources, Israeli troops, along with tanks and armored vehicles, have entered southwestern Syria in the Quneitra area this morning, approximately 500 meters along the border with the Israeli Golan Heights. So Israel crossing into Syria, very interesting. And I want to update you guys on the situation in Europe. So I want to just update you guys on the situation in Europe. So what you're looking at here is video footage coming from the Polish-Belarus border. This is one of the border crossings that Poland just closed down with Belarus. And you can see all of these Czech hedgehogs and anti-tank obstacles here. Okay, this is very, very concerning. And Polish soldiers fired live ammunition in the direction of some illegal migrants trying to storm Poland's border fence with Belarus earlier today. There is video footage on social media. Unfortunately, I cannot share it because of YouTube guidelines, but basically this migrant starts shouting at the Polish soldier saying, "You're not going to shoot me, you're not going to shoot me." And then he takes his rifle and shoots towards him, and then the guy starts freaking out, the migrant. He's like, "Please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me." It's kind of comical. I wish I could share the footage, but I can't. You could probably just search it on Twitter. Just type in Polish soldier fires at migrant or whatever. Okay, so Poland is now using live ammunition to keep illegal aliens away from their border. And a retired Polish general, Raymond Andrzejczak, said if Russia attacks even an inch of Lithuanian territory, the response will come immediately, not on the first day, but in the first minute. We will hit all strategic targets within a radius of 300 kilometers. We will attack St. Petersburg directly. Wow. Okay, so Raymond Andrzejczak, he was actually the former Polish chief of staff, okay, the top general of Poland up until I think it was like 2 years ago. I can't remember when he retired. So he was very well respected. And for him to say this is very concerning. He also said that in the case of a Russian victory in Ukraine, we would have a Russian division in Lviv, one in Brest, which is in Belarus, and then one in Grodno, also in Belarus. Poland and Lithuania would then be surrounded by Russian forces. Russia must realize that an attack on Poland or the Baltic countries will also be its end. Wow, so very strong words there from the former Polish chief of staff. And Ukraine is now working with France to establish a new joint defense production facility, according to Volodymyr Zelensky, the president of Ukraine. So France and Ukraine are going to be building facilities for the manufacture of weapons. They're going to be doing it together. And what you're looking at here is a screenshot of some flights this evening. So here you can see 3 E-2 Hawkeyes. These are radar planes that are used by the U.S. Navy. They're associated with aircraft carrier strike groups. They provide AWACS functions, so that's airborne early warning and control. And basically, they're just a giant radar plane. They can survey an area, pick out targets, check for incoming targets, whatever. It's like an airborne base, essentially, a command system in this plane, okay? Airborne command and radar, okay? And 3 of them flying east, okay, towards the Atlantic, landing in Norfolk Naval Base. Very interesting. Maybe they're about to go to the Middle East. And then 2 aerial refuelers heading over the Atlantic this evening. Okay, very interesting. So they might be preparing for something. And yesterday, we had this British reconnaissance plane take this massive reconnaissance path here along the border with Russia and Ukraine. Started out from, it looks like Crete, went all the way to Romania, flew along the border of Moldova, Ukraine, Belarus, and then Russia, all the way up through Finland. And then it turned towards Russia's Northern Fleet base in Murmansk, and then it turned back and flew along the Norwegian coastline and then landed in Great Britain. This is crazy, guys. Massive reconnaissance still going on. Also, still high priority reconnaissance going on in the Baltics and northern Poland. Here you can see an RC-135 Combat Cent. There's only 2 of these planes in the U.S. Air Force, and they provide intelligence directly to the president. So if one of these planes is airborne somewhere, it means something big is going on, something serious that they need to take a closer look at. And so once again, flying around Kaliningrad in the Baltics, very concerning. Okay, they've been flying this thing all the time here. And we also had another E-3 Sentry. This is an AWACS plane near Cyprus, okay, patrolling the eastern Mediterranean. This is something new that we've been seeing the last couple of days, ever since the Iran-Israel situation flared up again. But that's the latest breaking news that I have. I will be back tomorrow with more breaking news. I do have my 24/7 stream up right now, so you can tune in and you can listen to some nuclear attack options. You can also chat with like-minded people. And when Israel strikes Iran, I will go live and update you guys live. I do expect that to happen any day now, so make sure you're following me on Twitter and Telegram. The links to my Twitter and Telegram are in the description because I post all of my updates to Telegram and Twitter. So if you follow me there, you'll never miss an update. You'll never miss a live stream. Sometimes YouTube doesn't send out notifications, so don't rely on the notifications, okay? But until next time, take care, God bless, and don't forget the 3 Ps. Prepare, practice, and persevere. Culinary out. And this update was sponsored by My Patriot Supply. Guys, My Patriot Supply is doing a discount on their 1-month emergency food supply. And to get the deal, you got to go to preparewithnYprepper.com, and the link is in the description below this video. This is a 1-month freeze-dried food supply. It has a 25-year shelf life. Normal price is $237. They've dropped it down to $177. So that's a savings of $60. And it's all packed within 2 rugged, water-resistant buckets. Free shipping is included. $177 for 1 month of food. Where are you going to find a deal like that? So use the link preparewithnYprepper.com to get $60 off the My Patriot Supply 1-month emergency food supply. That's $180 for 1 month of food. Free shipping included. The link is in the description below this video.